This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
My mama munya kwa banfa Boadu TV so be sure first time na wa subscribe ye nyina like it na ye nje comment ntumu Nana Poku Ansah kwabena ani Listowel mensanom omo atiesim Listowel de o se reset na Mahama ye no ase oyi madenti no yesa na o se we ya charge no sika ne baji bi we nso aye free no kan mu nyina bom kempi before nyina bom na gin sika mayen ya o ye bias reset na hontono mu so atiesim obi ansa se de dollar na ho de na bafom bibia ye kempi before ni message bia but appointees bi Mahama appointees bi macha se ye omho noma bi a ebe ha NDC pa na maben ana Bobi Ansah kan ho asemi yankoti omo
mesre government appointees monyene mo hona especially omo da sensitive areas no because when you look at the executive, the central government is doing well. Some of the appointees are doing very well. Kakra na kano embo omo so kakra omo peja omo. You see, and let me say this, there is something about Ghanaians that you need to pay attention to Ghanaians. Ghanaians per communication, just communicate with us, talk to us, explain things to us. Because one, Ghana for to Abamawa, Ghana or minor dia. They haven't given it to you like it's a gift. It's your bona fide property. No. They have just entrusted something to you. In the Ghana for pe, what do you want to do? Just explain. Ghanaians like explanation. Adia ma Akufo-Addo abano ho ye bufu e wo wiase. Na even their own people cannot take it. Sa subantantan no. Ya no obi ani nchirechiremu. Wa kwaje COVID sika. COVID sika no bra parliament be chirema. Me mechirem. Mema. Ken overiata mema. Mema nchirem. Won chiremu say. Wo di sika kwa ye akotu amana. Bra be chiremu mema. Oslo usu communication ministry wo frɛ na mema. Ufre we ya mema. But you see, and the point is, Sika, Akufo-Addo, momra me chirechiremu, ye ne obi ani nchirechiremu, no ma se atro a statement, e dia man say, sa enkrofo ne from frontiers no, Ghana ni bia nu kwa so be hwehwe omo adwumam. On say enkase asem. Akufo-Addo say oh, enye Ghana, sa Akufo-Addo wo ba bi to say Mali, Niger, Chad. Political party man ko mabunaku no. Kanese no aka say spetuatua na numu a eya no atege na no no. Ko mabobɔ na no nkokura brem ko mabunaku no. Because ade bia wo ye no MPP for 38% no. He is the reason why. Because enema no ne baumia ye no na ehihye nipa roba. So Nigeria ni ababeje oman to say Ghana ye contract. Now what track out there say or Ghana ni bia ni won kwan say or hwehwe sa Nigeria frontiers for no asem. Ina ya no kra kwa me. NDC buy wo makom port frontiers contract no. Omunko mu. De desani a review. Hey, ya samo. De desana Yeah, Jerigo was yachting some. Yeah, Jerigo was yachting some. But yeah, that's the kind of a friend is a system I try. And I'll urge the NDC. Government appointees from MMDCs, DCs, the co-ministers, the CEOs, and their deputies, and you see the key word communication. Just communicate to the people, explain things. Good governance, the first pillar. And when the people understand exactly what is happening, when the people understand what is happening, they are ready to follow you any day, any time. When you make it difficult for them to know what is happening, they rebel. Because I can't pay my taxes and I don't know what is happening. The people rebel easily. Where unya so be ko Legon, unya so be ko Harvard, unya it is how no you know ma etifie, right? And maybe you are running a business. And the business now all running a family business and nobody knows what is happening. And I said, me and now papa we jam when you have 4, miensa and 9 and you have a business. In a sense, now a penny. And I say, for whatever reason, they decided to entrust the company into your hands. And you are running the company without, communicating. Charlie, chaos go happen. Chaos go happen. So that is it. Yebesre obia nyene no ho won sector. Matis omo ka say omo choose 166 constituencies on be rules, right? 166 is good, better. You need to protect the 157. No, 188, right? Yeah, seats no, any seats no, yeah. 188, right? So they need to protect it, but omo add more account na yedruo. So then I'm see kano various offices. Yesterday, Security Exchange Commission Deputy Director Mensa Thompson was here to explain things. Kumase radio stations, engage them. You don't engage the media. And try ma asamo ma ansa no akofre kwa me nkroma tikese se kwa me tibetie bio. What you say? E ma asamo ma. Don't wait. Ansa no akofre Benadavle. Don't wait. Ansa no, there should be interaction, public interactions, explain things. Well, yes, my opponent, of finding it very difficult to obey the intro. Very difficult, especially today. And okasaya neninam mountain times baby. So when the opponent wants to lie, and one say nipa no or did try no, and obi a smartphone, and one saw the children say say. You understand? So that's the first issue. Now, me pick it sadly we now Otumfo last week Krabi Asante Kotoko hene Otumfo Yewura. Na Yewura can assembly about a year gold concession. Yewura eka assembly me pese Ghana ni bia betie saade we na menim se enye Yewura nko adwene Yewura se wo ye Ghana ni na tikrom ha na se ubetimi a oni eye your friend say ubetimi a oni gold mine legally. Right now, why ye amana boa Ghana for? That is what we must encourage. And for cite examples. And pick a friend say South Africa. Any example, Abu Ikram says, Bobie, please, some drivers who within the Kumasi Metro have increased their fares, especially those on the KJT Abreport Junction, Sofia, Dankwame. Please kindly let the city authorities know. Abu, these kind of issues, you see, are very difficult to deal with. Drivers union no na to be honest, in Ghana we have no law, and we must understand we have no law. The central government can wake up say driver ni say no. I mean yentimi enye sade no. So various drivers, commercial drivers unions no omo na esa aban ne de ne se obeye de se ne fata, and NDC aban aye de se ne fata, because we to fuel ayi omo ko ya akwa bi interview omo busa no na fuel no ne bua ya de na se me to fuel a ayi o se 1 liter bia no me de me tua 1 cedi and me to ayi 4 liters, that's 1 gallon no na me tua 4 cedis. Meanwhile the ref say 1 liter bia no jema to so 5 cedis amano every 1 liter 5 20 cedis. 20 cedis no ya GMT suma no utua mu 4 cedis, so 16 cedis. Wahu MPP ni Jimini so MPP ni Jimini wajimi anyway. So we said America no leadership. The best omo take positions no. When you look at Ato Forsen, you look at governor Bank of Ghana. Also your friend and say Urasami Jemfi, the gold board, they are doing so well, making sure say we have stability with our currency and all that. DVLA, they are doing their part. There are other ministries. I think it's a trade ministry. So trade ministry, I've been following them. Yeah, I've been following trade ministry, and so far so good. Recently, measures are more bar with freight forwarders and all those things. Yes, I bet a good for in Kitaundi. Then transport too. Transport, they are doing well. You see, we want to see Ora Abuja, and Ora Abuja, Nehono a very difficult place. Very, very difficult. Just imagine, Enra, roads are not Honorable Suleimana Eboboso. And about all these 14 huge, projects, roads and interchanges, and MPP are buying, there are no funds to execute it. Omo to tuamana and omo jaho. My only problem in Tia, my only problem, ama means sympathizing with the NDC appointees or the government when it comes to this issue. Say they talk about we find the ministry or buy ne kase da ho. We find ne officer me buy no more bo kase ne sikase na ayra. Sikase na why na afa. Me e wanna me problem no. Why na afa. Why na afa ska no. You to about mouth to come and complain. No, we don't need complaints. We don't need complaints. Why na first cardon? That is the most important thing. Sikana fahin. Obian can't say go and witch hunt anybody. But Sikana afahin. Because if you know say Sika we yaira, which means definitely traces were. I mean, look, Charlie. Me I want kwana na me what problem no. So there, yes, a Greek minister. You see the nkokwanketen. O pushipa Now say me say fertilizer be 40,000 aba. Yeah, the Greek ministry is doing so well. The health minister Akando. I think Honorable Akando seminsuro nyamia so far so good so far because look, sir, health sector one a problematic papa. No more cause troubles because it's an essential sector. Into one hard papa health sector. Say we share Akando ni si ni so atete nyina fudwene. Oba me hunu once. Many bonus so am say aminia ade. Me no care. And was in change. Now, this what they take than white. But Akano is really pushing. He's really doing well. Osha say, baby said National Health Insurance Scheme say I stabilize it. And Dr. Bampo, he's doing well. I stabilize it. Education Ministry, Haruna Idrusu, fantastic. Haruna is just, but me Haruna dear Krambo de Anyamwa. Haruna wababi ya Juma. You don't need to worry your head. Yeah, Haruna wababi ya Juma. Haruna ni problem in human relations. That's all. But say you friend Juma to form say ya Juma. Please, please. Wait me at Haruna. Idrusu said you see PBR, but kanokre kakra. Then I think NSS say so mo farms no your friend is Honorable Fuseni Donko ne boss Felix Jemfi. So for the first time go and see the kind of farms NSS operating, and they are expanding their territories each and every day. The other works, administrative works, I don't know. I don't know much, but kakra ma follow edemani ehunu ya omoye no chale so any and I just hope everybody will just fall in line, work hard to make sure that John Mahama will go home and leave a legacy, a positive legacy. We don't like negative legacy. I say obeja legacy beya. We have seen 8 years legacy and Krofobijano. We have seen it. So, Charlie, I mean, check it. All right. So, Nyamibe Triamka says the complaints are becoming too much. What should we do if they come to tell us? Some in areas cannot. Nyamibe Triamka, that is my question. I have been saying this now. Okay. Almost saying, me I will complain here, chairman. Me will complain here, chairman. Say me day. Na me call ECG and $500 million and then the ira and we say anyway no, don't come and tell us. You see, the reason why the 57% voted was to make sure that we can track all these monies and punish people. Yeah, so because me fa one day the siwo actual complaints, various complaints ka ayira ya no nka de AD echire no, various complaints from Honorable John Jinapo's office, ECG ska we ayira nadmo for the penium de ko nadmo ono so complaining bi we complaining bi. Come on. Ajabia says, good afternoon, Commander. After the government issued a letter to school heads not to collect any practical fees from students and parents for this year's WASE, schools that have collected monies for WASE practicals must refund without delay. Yes, I agree with you. I go with you. Ajabia, me know you agree. Sani Kose says the interior minister is becoming a problem. I don't think so, Sani Kose. I disagree. The interior minister, Honorable Muntaka, is not a problem. I'm not holding breath for him. I have similar feeling that our internal security is becoming too weak. I have the same feeling. So don't get me wrong. But you see, the kind of apapa and crofo ebubogu ono. Some of us now expect this kind of attacks in the system. The only problem is that sounded alarm bell no. What do I say? Sounded the alarm bell. I catch them say, look, are they saying that eba? And the internal security is not only the interior minister. The internal security and so let us not point accusing fingers at Muntaka. However, we will urge a honorable Muntaka to wake up. You see, Bozet 52 billion Ghana cedis. Bepimine Obianka wasem. Honorable Tahiri says you are live. United States of Asankregwa, more fire, right? Thank you. Kwajo says then the job is bigger than Muntaka. The job is not bigger, as I said. Enya internal security, enya interior minister nkwa adwuma. So we will tell them to wake up. Maybe because 6 months is too. Yes, security there. Me person can say it's too early. That mean you are foolish. And you're too early because Charlie, security you don't sit down and watch that. Oh, it's too early. It's too early. After the back we any 2005 newa yeah day. So security issues there and yet too early be any. You get in there, you got to move. You got to move. And see, yeah, best say a month for. Everybody in his own or her own corner is doing well. And baby to say Ghana gas, there's some stability there now. Ghana gas, you can see some stability there. NLA Forestry Commission. N1 sha omubegu JM animu say first NLA. And yema ebubo free NLA bano. NLA any Forestry Commission. Baby a enimguase be free wa first no but me kwabna emfa me so ebe kwa kofa baby na aba enya de ebe fa me so but what we are hearing emfa me so na say me kenkai Forestry Commission documents ni bi am so akosi station bi kura o say almost say so wako sign akwa no say friend Brown said ye mo hwe na mo ntimi ni nya adwuma na mo ayi na free wo simple we mo ma na ntra ho ka hell obi adwene and the street lights from Asiashi to Peduase ni nyina call off I think say JM onti a monitoring team B on be report on various ministries, especially enyema ekoso ewo krum, so that obetimi anya information because anyama marketing kiti we nyina street lights nkrofo complaining enya fine Madam Linda Oklu and you're fine. Sanya marketing kiti say. Sanya marketing kiti say. Nico say yeah. You see, New Adentan Aviation Road from Housing down to Third Gate, no lights. Until America say you can't blame Muntaka Nkwano. Sanya ma we nyina aka ho ena ma crime arise. Sanya ma we nyina aka ho say street light no eye Muntaka ena nkwase say street light. Is say Muntaka na nkwase say street light. I think JM any chief of staff would tell me get a monitoring team, some 2, 3, 4 people be you trust them that they will do honest job because I never feed when you must be getting this feed. You have your operation managers there, spread it to them, check on this, check on that. This is the report we are having. Check on this, check on that. Charlie, because somebody say street lights in this say no, people must be fired on these kind of issues. Because a minor things that be a Ghana engineer do, you know. We don't need to complain about this. Habib Nawasi Bobie from Fumeso to Besiasi Ageso. No light. Street lights in Yajuma. Suppose no be currency wo. Edi aya na nyame ya o. Na pole ni siwo, na light no bo ho, na Yajuma, ne ECGD abele yen. Say street lights ya na etua. Meboa. Omo van bele yen. No magiska no. Ade no so. Then we are talking about crime. Near the answer ko tire muntaka. So na muntaka ono street lights. Charlie. Anyway, so let's come back to Otumfo. And Otumfo say, "Ya mama dia say ye betimi aboa ama local investors. Am mining ya goodie. It's so simple. So simple. Nyansani bia animade we na Bright Simons Imani at work catchere say China for energy black voter project black voter project no China for energy ho into omomra me fanko. Robert Junior say kaso to malam. No street light. Enya nyuma. Bonisi Anajo. Right? Anyway, let me finish with this. So, sa video we are kwame pe Bright Simons ne WhatsApp never send no. Na ontie. Yes, we are not saying people should use crude way. So a local investor here who use crude way. Now the a mining. No, that one maybe I don't subscribe to that. But let's look at Crawford or more what the capacity. They have the capacity. Ya umbetimi a mining. Na yen trust ma wo mo yen support wo mo. Nyina hini ya ma Ibrahim nya ya ma Ibrahim nya 8 years nya na deso da wono. So media no beto for say no says the street lights in front of Kwame Nkrumah Museum and Mortuary Road ni nyina ko off. Kwame Nkrumah Museum heya o. Heya. And they come Mortuary Road no so. Na jo sama hwe obi asoma mo be da hu. Na sense manfo also o monye. Wonam po na chi saa no ahwe obi sum saw. Ade be chena jemre kutu. Aye nipa no a mo be da hu. Sama ya na ne ade a wa se mini skirt anajo. Hwe obehwe. Yo mo yanya adiano na enye fe. Bobie, please, some schools in Central Region have informed their students that the practical fees that government paid can't afford gas for their practicals, so they are demanding fees. Schools bear, Mama yehu schools bear, right? Mama yehu. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Your best remo said me canon. The government appointees should do well. Let's help. Yeah. Now our king's son is a minor, hence they need to speak out for Ghanaians and the molest. What? No. This one Otumfo waka. Nazare says, I agree with you. President needs monitoring team. Yes, they need monitoring team. They need very solid, monitoring team. Because these kind of little things. And you know, president be a vice president, a chief of staff. So you can form a small team, maybe under the chief of staff office, or maybe the secretary to the president office. You know, they just move around and just check what is going on, put daily reports. Yeah, even within the week, say Friday, be an say report, but you know, because any marketing kit in a then we are talking about security. My cancer same way, I've been advocating. Say I'm on trial, say you bet me a security studies. I share a curriculum among Colano to SHS. That's basic to SHS level. I have been advocating for this. And the national security should pick it up and push it. Uhuna de we ya say uhuna de ya say we ya say obi utra kamu a driver chi ye say be alpha dropping say you won't a o ya akola o ko school obi frewa all these things here most of the people are in conform medal or mono mistakenly they just fall into wrong hands. And yes, sir, where Jimmy and I said that only, but the state I said yes, sir. Yeah, back search. Uno idea we ya, say, uno idea we ya, say, uno idea we ya, say, uno idea we ya. You know, you know, no, are you conscious of his or her environment? So SHSR, were you conscious of his or her environment? Tembiano, look out, watch, look out, watch, look out. Watch. Yemfa state security and pam microphone kwao. Because you see, as much as you are chasing criminals always keeps on coming to town. But when you equipped the people mentally, they are going to help you to fight the criminals. Oh, okay, so advert you akwada. It was against drugs. And Ghana gradually we are veering into terrorism. And terrorist attacks, it comes in different phases. Terrorist attacks, bombings, but it's coming in different phases. And it's very scary. It's very, very scary. Because some of them murder, trachea, just for nothing. And and yes, all more fun parts. Yeah, the street assemblies, street lights, they should up their game. Say Adenta or Moki Kenya, Adenta Municipal Assembly, and they should up their game. That could say GM to 2 offices. Nimunina said this week. Munina Muntisi Abontin, Muntisi Krum, Munina Muntisi Abontin, no be a sector, a dear defect. To Munina and fact case no encore. Anyway, so let me deal with Justin Kodua. Justin Kodua beka galamsey asem. And Ghana for Mutieme, I think Justin Kodua and the MPP, they are justified. Say, omo ebe kasa ene omo nya ano ebe kasa etia your friend say NDC aban on galamsey. Omudi kasa. Yeah, Sani Kose say Greater Accra Regional Minister wake up, no street lights. Yeah. Omudi kasa. Me catch NDC aban say look. Kwame. Galamsey. Corruption. Said is Osua and Crawford Kotu Abano. Galamsey any corruption. You have no clue. Enti yakwa campaign nyina no. So busa COP Kofi Boakye a obeka obi obebusa no bia obeka akyere no. Na me ka kyere no. Say bro, you winning ya. I wish so we can zoom in down to Galamsey. How do you zoom in? The tapes and the Nema Ewono quickly pick it. A dimbia womu biane from Pombati report, round them up. Gabi or Chedakonum, Chechiwomo. Because the tapes are there, the documents are there, and that time no Ghanaian and the Bekebia Momo. Round them up quickly. So Chechiwomo, boys na ewo remuno, beto homoso. You see, when you want to put fear, when you want to put fear in a group of people, strike their leadership first. The Bible says, strike the shepherd and the sheep will run away. Always strike the only kind of strike, or strike no. Run them up. You know, and Rambo Sana omode kuko nkrofo fie national security. Ese nka sa galamsey for no mo yo mo sa gabi what da konom ene bisu nom ene sa nkrofo no ayi akwa no akwa usi e wokusi. Rambo style hard. You see, the reason why Rawlings was able to control Ghana for 19 years or 20 years, always Rawlings will exert his power, his authority. We are no abo. Or boom amudika ino. Ubo se mo amwe training na latte. Rawlings time. The akoso obakoro na nyese bi ni ho. Rawlings be toy. Then Kokuma na number war. Kokuma na number war Rawlings they stop war mo. Wo ba fa mo hemfunu tu ni nyina aba boom. Oba boom no akasa akira mo se mo kwa mo go ganchira mo se maboom na munya study na munya nuafo wate o se na baba ombe kono bo se din no bia ko trust kama na chiya ne ya obeda be dede. So when you are government, that's you can exert. Sometimes you need to release some powers. Yeah, sometimes you need to pick a rod. So, I don't know. The NDC buy na ordinance any FFA home. No, don't say FFA home. I didn't want to see a winnie and not make a wasem. NDC AUSU psychology. So MPP for boys now omuwo ewrem ho no. They started talking to NDC for boys now omudom koye campaign no. Bro. Hey yes can be. Ese mo sumu pe bi. Ehun hia me kra me masase ni bra. Mumra. Ye nyira ye nipa ba ako. Omo didi wo soro ho yeso ye ni di wo ha. That is where the problem started. Say ya wonam fofo a anajo omo ni edi nkomo. So they started convincing them, oh bro, Charlie, don't mind them, bro. Inti afa de nkola no a ninjas no mo call. Okay say entokwa bi kosi wo boase wura mu ba bi ma omukum nipa be 5 e wo galamsey site between two groups. Near between two groups, okay, yeah. There's a man kitting. There's a man wing kitting. There's a man way. There's a man wing kitting. Omo ampanhwe and omu join sa. And today, ye pen krofo mo baba accuse MPP NDC na MPP for baba ka kire NDC. Say galamsey.
The manner in which people who are associated with the NDC, their party executives, their members,
all reckless than the Ntonche. JFK ebe catch Ghana for say anyway, he wants to be retained as the most ineffective, incompetent general secretary for MPP. Very incompetent, very ineffective. So my catch and say okasa on team to okasa na team na ohanhanini. But just listen to this guy about galamsey. Just listen to this guy about galamsey. 8 years. 8 years. What we witnessed, El Kroma, that even the president and his vice, Baumia's office, Baumia's office was cited in Professor Frimpong Boateng a report. Go and read it. Baumia's office. Gabia Sarwach Dako. Boy, no, until in the night left, no. But in America, no. As some way make in opposition say the MPP that I know and how they are very vicious. Say NDC pick up by no man tackle or montentema. No more says or play equalization. It will be very difficult for us as a country. Say, it will be very difficult. Because you see, as you are picking them, no more pointy also aside. As you are picking them, now more air pointy. And now, you need a penny. I mean, am I going cry easy? Am I say I need almost investigate. I mean, and I'm a boy. Any Mustafa Bandi. Any sorry, Abanga. Yes, who can you know? Man, I say, who jai? Oh, you are coming. Yes, we are to know. I'm a more if you're young sound. Amamu nyansa. That is why even when they were insulting Rollins, he said, "Oh, O level, your friend is say, O level student no ababe do man so no. Still not Rollins ni nyansa chen omo. Omo ka Rollins from 5 liver no ni nyansa chen omo because." If you can just sit back and read it and know. So is why you say, yeah, this is the end result. Intiene, senye asem NYNK MPP led by JFK. Timia bejina ye nim. John Boadu videos wo ho. Just anyama implicated some crofo way wo galamsey 1001 near to near show mo. So the young boys were like, okay, let's go. Time NDC we ni ye catch them say etu a wo mo afari nyina egura no mu. Ewuramu galamsey site mu ehwo no mo de ade na kwakogu movie raho crash wo mo crash boys no ewuramu That time na friend ya wini obi ani ma ho within 1 month no pressure koso owura num no. Boys ni nyina adwane abafie no ma ye din. Because akufado no epake etuo gu ewura num Kwame Yantia ana is a regional minister, right? The omo yini ye. There be previous the okono MPP time yebeto aba no. Yanti kroma no kan say omo ko atiwa forest mu galamsey site and atua omo ko hu ye no. Womo Ghana Armed Forces kura ni bi. Enti na eso one asoja fo ne a police for omo dwane efri wo ebe krum. And you think we are lying? Adia na yira ni nyina egwura mu. Efa gwura mu. Omo army omo boys no, they armed them. Yabeto aba ena yet studio ya ena me catch na woman say the first thing MPP will do is to make sure they will destabilize this government. Omo ma Mahama eni njida. They will unleash their boys in the system to make sure that you don't survive. Deal with them. Unya power, deal with them. Oka no bi ahwe anim saa. Oka no bi ahwe anim saa. Ase wo di agro, ase wonim de wo ka. Yase castle etu ayira egumen passe why no agimi a ode etu be kwakwa guri dem se gunimpa ade ne gurura no mu e wo galamsey site etu ni nyina wo galamsey site no mu di bi ekọ north for their personal agenda omu di bi call north for their personal agenda. So if they can control the way I all run finances, because CD dollar no, onima di obaya obetim dia sabotage o. Ontimi nkobo IMF pa, ontimi nya hwe. Fuel ontimi. But onimkwa yodo obefa so. Ne ye ka galamsey na MPP be ka galamsey. MPP National Women Organizer eye galamsey kimpin MPP for aye press conference abon this Kate Jamfua the first party at the National Women Organizer eye galamsey ni NDC the National Women Organizer wanya galamsey ni na sa party no e ka kire eye NDC say for the past 7 months aye west hey Mudika ade na ya chiro mo so omunye mo no se omu ya ka mo nkasa se ka wan ye ni nkoma ye din onza kwa me yetibi chiwa na dwo yawade bi ade achi a untimi nka nkyere obi a din yado akobie na ida yetibi chiwa yawade bi untimi nka because unu se de we si a kire mu afa ade na ye ka kire o so mo mfanya MPP for no so o ye o saa koma ye din komo boys ni nyina afiri wura nu na nka so obi kura mpo ye NDC ni na nka woni trim say obedi sa nkwase asem no a enkon try ya almost dey ya recapture forest enum ensia ewa hefa forest bear kire forest ko bodin mi aminu ya pedi amaboa bodin kire forest ko ewa hefa reclaim media ewa he we can't rely on dollar and fuel as a panacea to all our problems. We can't. We can't rely on it. They say galamsey no asem kana ayedin. And that is what MPP was looking for. That let them go, allow them to go. So man crash here and crop for now. Betum, omutomwa. And today this, today that, today this, today that. Me, I don't believe governance is a game. So that's where problem emotional. No, I don't believe running a government games. No, you can't play games with a country's destiny. You can't do that. You can't play games with a country's destiny. You can't do that. But yes, omubo game. San mate. Yes, games, negotiations, games. Well, if it's true, there, it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. Because look, crime. Just go straight to the point. Straight. Bunny. It's simple. Don't try to give me bunny. Just that's all. That's all. Don't. Chaso. You have friends, games. You have friends. Bunny. Just go straight to the point. You see, Kwame Aseme Maka. The only time I won't say Abayin BS struggle to deal with an issue is when they don't want to go straight to the point. But I know this galamsey, MPP phoning yes kefri mupa. They have amassed wealth. Omunya kefri mupa. Ena ama omu ye nibrefo within the NDC elements, if there is any. Me apart from Yamin ne Abanga dia, me te say AG can wasem, if you no crowd will be evidence. Me nim NDC ni bia. He's involved in this or that. Normally, Ashanti region executives no, NDC executives no, ena enkrofo accuse omo, you no crowd will be any evidence. Unlike you see John Boadu videos, they are omo ankrofo ni ade no. So that's it. But me, I don't have any problem. The point is, who is doing what? This galamsey issue, me, I don't care whether the person is an NDC or not. Me, I don't care. Me nyako unwe NDC ni nkwaso oye galamsey. Meba beka. Meba beka just man kwanko hu. Na me ndia grow nko those areas. Ba me ko hu nko a meba beka. Say me boss Julius Zebra kura meba beka. Meka. Because I don't see why. Why? Amene. Enkrofo the presidency was involved in galamsey. That they can pick cars, presidential armory. No they call galamsey ewo etiwa. Yana mo yi nana pon edi. Sankrofo we enya no etne womunsa because ni nyina ne say ade no obaye no ano hard hwe tete no running time no ye be fa frifie na okona ba na onfratia signal emo mo fie no no ba na utoguso aha nefie fo na hunu se kai chale ade no ase no se ene galamsey boys to me at the ties a blocky road no ma catch a police asala say we ye be ma atwam tralai we really Rollins onsuma IGP Rollins onsuma IGP onsuma anadwunu mu amu behu sa action koso ewo area ho enye action say ubehunu de esi oba ubehunu se bibi koso anadwunu bibi koso wa ura no mu ntramu bio na wanya kwaya ba be sign line aka ache police opa across me say omo Rollins buy na various pockets of issues to say boku issue ya wo no go and check. They should call your friend say Uncle Totobiko Achinomne Bevolate for them to tell them what went on. Jai unyai ube jai anadwene de abakọ so ube jai ade achi awon mo amane ba obi abusa say no nko galamsey sin na de me ho mfa me me nko ne next week na we dia dance say aban nada romanti galamsey ni say me jai ube jai we dia dance ni we jai because Sanyama we nyina galamsey another wing of terrorism. Yes, another wing. Munkobu's operation cowleg. Time on that Niger for no day and entry a month for Munkobu's operation cowleg. Masa. You won't come home alive. Oh. No way. Yeah. Abanesa. Me say galamsey tell me where's my menka. You mean where's my menka? Kwame. Bebo free or mame. You where's my menka? Oh, can you hear na waka? Tapes ya me bo nyama boni nyina. Documents you reading nyina. OSP documents on indicted MPP for ya kai ni nyina. Ya ye bibia ya say JM say wa refer case ni to wan Attorney General. Canada Japan tape was say Kufuado no galamsey hini any presidency Kufuado no. What why they? Yes, you know, Attorney General no call MPP for the Musa Bekate say say you know you in Gumu atwam. Oh. Yeah, some more. Oh my way. Oh. Sometimes I sit back and ask myself, TB because on Tiasi.
The MPP for Kaunza Abwa Mampam, Lipa brief face a Mampam na Swasi. Debio, Mampam na Sunsi, Yankopa mo Abuabia to see it. Nemum Sebio in some who be saying in Abwa Mampam. Eana, what the Sebi Rash Shena Sunsi on ya auntie. Some fool saying here. Now, MPP should be the last political party or tradition in Ghana to condemn galamsey. Yen sha sem fam free say galamsey yen anamba kire say fitititi insho tokra no a kane no yesi no ma almost sa Kwame Nkrumah mo pension yesi insho tokra nsusu akra timi horo no ultimi de chelsea wa ha good wa ha no almost sa So ɛna ne omudi tu galamsey pikas ɛna no omudi tu galamsey ensensuo ensensase galamsey Ghana, the modern day galamsey in Ghana was introduced under Kufuor. Momekai Kufuor be president ɛna Kufuor ekofa China fo anyonko enti Kufuor ne bosia wodo a boy fanwa no okobo free China agreement a China ba so ne Ghana ba call say yes bosia na de be ma na mom ye be ma ye contractors any workers ene ba be ye adwuma no wo krom ho Kufuor si yo mate okofa Timota kwan yi okofa Medina kwan yi major roads Kufuor eba ya otimi sha se so ye nyina ye Chinese eno omudi mfidie ne begu mu 8 years no so ya Kufuor MPP amamu ko na wie ye no sabre mfidie na excavators na ba bigomu do mfanye omunya contract eno omudi ko wram wontumi Ansah mining sa excavators no a sa China fo no a anda Kufuor ye don ba ye adwuma no sa Chinese no a na hyase with galamsey the excavators A2 and sa Chinese or mobile road construction no most of them now they were prisoners ano maban no e don ba mo ba ye adwuma most of them they ended up in our forest to see the excavator airbo from essential essen kwa essence as galamsey shase and Kufuor. When Professor Mills came, Professor Mills my national security ekoya undercover obekan anas video bi abaye yateche nkrofo Mahama ba obeto aso mu bi na Mahama me ekwoche wuntumi mfidie Ansah mining e confiscating mfidie MPP ba bam 2017 omo release wuntumi mfidie no esa compensate no
10 million Ghana cedis
10 million and omo ma wuntumi and MPP is talking about galamsey
hey
we are in this country
enkwayadwo na
no na enkrofo otwe Dr. Louisa Hanabisu aboso yes utan kwadu anu ayi ni America
mekokan yo mse ma menka
utan kwadu a me Dr. Louisa Hanabisu de ami so obi ani minimini beef
bi say o pemani mo ahwekra
ma na no buy office o yemi good
so
yeah
o yemi
good intimate say no boys na sa brand me ne de wi so na mo twi mu Facebook me te so mo complain na ka me ya ko comment say o doc o you good pa
say bibia kajiwa
na uta kwado na in America
of course
yamfa NDC ni MPP ewiase yebre nyina ye adwene a ye dwen kwala ho kane na ye adwen ema ho oko develop country to say UK ni US kwa de akwada first oba second aboa 3 be ma kwa de enka ho enti obia adwene a odwene mofra ho ye wo women organizers mienu MPP and NDC Kejamfua and Dr. Louisa Hanabisu. Kejamfua as a women organizer was engaged in galamsey.
And still
Emma yakwache ne caterpillars esheno. National security for kwache ne caterpillars esheno. She is still doing galamsey. Auko those mining areas are MPP women organizer wasn't kunya badaye and so ni abadaye o sensuo no a. E ho na e won kwala ye be wa kwala na nsamaye 7
omo wa blekuma na ogina kwayem
to galamsey ye be wa abofra na ni baako ye be wo abofra na se bi oni ontuadua chese wo yo be ma na so yo ba because on fa ho ne de ne se eyesika na ohwehwe party hia sika enye wo NDC women organizer Dr. Louisa Hanabisu ya ma na dwuma se gold wa yetu nyina no yaje royalties no a omo de ne say social corporate social responsibility omo nko mani areas no nas eto na abayaji through mining no yemfa bi nko yempuntu dwuma yemfa bi nsisi schools yemfa bi ntutu ansu yemfa bi nya ayasabia nketwa emfa ma omo se de be ya ebetim dia support omo ena wa ba no watenka no wo se da bi na me tenkra ha na se me se me kwa koti school e we kra na se na me kwa na se ankwara ni nyina awu emma ni nyina awu because of eye galamsey activities and na so be na wo so wo si school na ma wan enwe anamfui akyere bi na pemiri entimi so meti asim ana obabasi atisi mu within a week etimi eche eye excavators over 40 Ghana for yama na baso
they were insulting her.
Yama Dr. Louisa Hanabisu abaso nemo ya question say enya na djuma yes yeti Ghana hai ye was citizen arrest
Me say na NDC funu bi kura kan bi. Then I'm like
yama na baso ye dinatem amene Dr. Louisa Hanabisu. They say we treat it as a beshe condition mu. One man dey show amusa so a they know they sit up. Enti e wo NDC amanyokom yenu a NPP a women organizer MPP say nsuo no na Dr. Louisa Hanabisu eboa say ye be prevent galamsey menace. Oko MPP mu their general secretary John Boadu. John Boadu was involved in galamsey. Yet John Boadu personal driver. O to galamsey police for chain no asa I ko brabi police for 40,000 Ghana cedis on live camera. They have their regional executives wound to me. Ekwa we see mention them all over MMDCs, ministers, presidential staffers. All of them were involved in galamsey. Nene MPP mum ebe kachre Ghana for say so mo no bible sabe ya ban bi mu a on be fight galamsey ya ma 8 years you worsen galamsey in Ghana eye an MPP ana Ghana for sha see twa koku agu ni de to galamsey uko eastern region wo hini bia otisa abo no mu ho wo jinkrofo ko nkrofo mefuo no de ama galamsey operators no mutu upewu mpeu waji wo kokofuo no de ama mefuo ma me mfa sa kwanya we suna menka na no me ko akuafo mo ekoye program ye ko record akuafo bi wo Ansah Bobie be say fro kota so kota krabwa kota
is that the place? I think it's also
na omakosi district court bi ewo ho na court no ewo the outskirts of the town aten ho kakra enti from the main road no court one over drive be 500 meters ansa no adu ho no kwani bi adonu koko fe me kwa ne report am kote en say judge ne de na ba ho say omuntwa koko nungu na ono drive na court one na koko no osuro for the security enti obi koko fo be 10 acre no has been earmarked so metwa koko ni nyina agu.
How?
I'm telling you, quota ko judge ni say koko fo na ho no nti osuro
pe de ni panika.
yes osuro nti omuntwa koko fo no
but okay so ma on the contact so that you verify
minim judge ni number.
No, what I said is that you're catching or no?
I can nipa no there and I have the person's contact. Ama
but try and get in touch with
yes,
the judge.
Yes.
Yeah, so you are a media practitioner,
so omuntwa koko ngwa ma hemfo okromo aja tum se koko no so omutwa go because judge ni say omantwa koko na nwa ono ma metra because osuro. Enya se ono ote o onte ho. Ba okwa adwuma no aba. Enti kutwa sa koko ni diego. Back to my case. And the MPP ne sha sisi Ghana for sha sisi etwa kokofu egu afi enya kuafo timi the camera sin so say mi koko esi woni mi nya so mfa so bia ne tu koko duase ne de tu galamsey yensu awodo ani say ye na da ne meka ye trakra ye yentimi recover no e sha say under who they have nothing to say obiti say Justin Kodia say 7 years of galamsey NDC baba how many years ni
man is in a bro
or 7 years when NDC is less than a year in government. They have nothing to say. They are national organizer etimi wodi press conference momra e dey ntina wa friends and chofwa Sami Jamfi position near the man in a kit you want him. Sami Jamfi trying to say or allowance we press conference MPP.
Jimmy.
Press conference MPP. Na Ghana Central Force ya fire recorders, ya fire camera. Ni akwa record omo, ni abebosa Ghana fu muntie. MPP ya France Central Force mu say Sami Jamfi good board na kit ya bosome abansi emfama ni. Ni crude allowance enie. They have nothing to say. Nano budget is so boycotting. Ubusa said they don't boycott here, they have no reason. Budget no boycott TV ya na budget debate or betem so be debate. E dey na we debate. But trans ni read budget ni enche said the abansi wo ye ni. What so dey pie? Ye wie na besi nkonya de a wa betrans so be debate budget. E dey na we debate. Chese MPP won. Santana na ko beka say udi o matem. But the truth of the matter is say NPP member be no a or ye normal human being e won head mu adwene nyansa. No. You can never use your common sense. You can never use your brain as a member of MPP. To so se me boa. Hwe MPP fo a sebi o ma pa o machi ama MPP. Hwe de we na o musikasa. Never to Brano MPP no when Brano MPP members no the way no sikasa. Shalan Chamante yen yankase nya solumo usu. Mention them. So MPP ni a onfana dwenya dwuma. Wako election 2016 MPP ba bemu with the 169 seats from opposition and at the bar bemo. We win the election close to 1 million vote gap from opposition and at the bar bemo. In just 4 years, we see it in reduce from 169 to 137. Presidential vote difference about 1 million was reduced less than 500,000. One transia me. Sebi cost na Ghana for kasa. What was it about 2024? 2024 no. Wunya saying 88. Amene wasa lusu bako 87. Ama kwetia so NDC say kwa kwaje kwetia ka ho. So from 169 to 137 to 87. There were a whole 5 regions in Ghana. MPP need 1 seat.
Onyene ho. Ya no nyana this one. 5
regions. MPP as a party they don't have 1 seat.
Enyana asem.
Ukoba Omiankasa the 5 northern regions. Upper East, Upper West, 0. You are not thinking about this. Because the thing say, still Ghana 4 will still believe their lies and deceit. And to let us make noise. Noise now more in press conference in a one. But the main agenda is the sabotage. Ghana ya pay asinimu a yehu kutuku mfa kranche mu eye MPP. Ubia jitum se Kwame Nkrumah yentu Kwame Nkrumah baye nwa. Ka Ghana nya ha ne yewo. Na wa me tu Kwame Nkrumah baguye. Eye UP tradition. Ene kobo CIA for pa. Ene tu Kwame Nkrumah baguye. Ye tu Kwame Nkrumah baguye anso wa omo make sure that Kwame Nkrumah legacy na yense no. Sabotage. Even Ghana ye independence ye fa hudie was sabotaged by MPP. Their tradition UGCC UP tradition. When Kwame Nkrumah struggled for Ghana ye be gain independence. No more try to come on him any British parliament. JB dan kwamo. So don't grant ye nyini ye. Men fa my thwarting the efforts. When Kwame Nkrumah AC Akosombo Dam, they were sabotaging Kwame Nkrumah. Throw letter to call World Bank. Ghana ketwa usi dam kakao de yeden. E skasa ye. Kwame Nkrumah si Akoso eye Temamoto in 1964 1965. They wrote letter to World Bank. So was cement. Omo de Kwame Nkrumah kulungungu bomb na ye to. Na shit bomb na ye to. Ukobusa say JB dam can say obeche bi lamti. I didn't diato ye ran about to say obeche bi lamti records the contribution to Ghana a political struggle ne say shit bombing. A shit bomber. Not yet day. National Monument atono so. Kotoka International Airport ni record ne say otu Kwame Nkrumah bagu ye na Kotoka no baby a ye bonu tioku nti o ne bonu soja ni e bonu tioku nti ye de watu ne Kotoka International Airport secret them ye de UDS campus atono ni contribution to Ghana a political history ne say na oya MPP founding member anodi afoko mon konkonsa o ka hu bi ni ye suspended pola afoko nti enfa o man Ghana e japade ntu ni din eni din to so sabotage omu di Kwame Nkrumah nia from Kwame Nkrumah Rollins le so obi anim ade omu di ya Rollins wo ya mpnaba wonya Ghana ni wonu moja se do mu ka tell Kwame Nkrumah Professor Miss ebaye Major town pen no wasam kra MPP didi no Professor Miss say o si adan dia mass security agencies STS okay eco break ground ewo Tesano police depot ye kwaje bosia about $3 billion loan from China MPP4 etro letter MPP minority throw letter e de call China e ka chense mo release this no ampanampa mo frustrate sa program no ama program na maso. This is MPP. The same MPP sabotage 1999 ever 2000 election. What did they do under Akufo? They sabotage Rawlings government. Ye koda be sora najo ade be china ema funu ema penfo afunu na ya toto apete enkran. Yes, Rawlings kum nipa insecurity ene Ghana ma yebekum nyina o samanto aba ntia no a yesu enya Ghana ni dihye bia mananka se oh sa mu ya egu abontin we me dihye omuko all the way to Togo ekose sankrofo mu no man dey spread it Accra. Sabotage Rawlings government, deceive Ghanaians to believe say there's insecurity only for them to be voted into government. Omo buy corruption na bon Ministry of Foreign Affairs Ekufuado etimi de ono a diplomatic passport near their mark cocaine dealers and crofo di no bonu dwa ni amo diplomatic passport kankan proni dream e course so e wo Ministry of Foreign Affairs. When Professor Mills were in power almost a day for accountability no what did they do? Omu treasure tumu ene sada na no white elephant edasisi wo se bebu sada na kura gu no classic e kai be bands na de bebu sada na gu no etimi de chichiri kuro ma na yeye. This is MPP 2012 Professor Miss Wuye Mahama Echo thank you to Sabre MPP campaign message was doom so 2012 MPP go election no message one doom so. Yeah, that's what they say. West Africa gas pipeline shape akobo wa manapai. Ebesi na yahu shape kro. Na me say I believe in my soul. Say AMPP. I believe in my soul. Say MPP. And making sure say West Africa gas pipeline. No. Yeah, because the Akufo achievement to any so to adroba ni koje gas. Gas no so na dey power thermal plant. And it's a gas ni nya twamu say pa etimi dum so. Omo ye do mo beye bia. Then 2013 when finally Mahama winning one touch, omo so mo go Supreme Court. What did we see? Let my vote count. Etimi organize demonstration. Na oma grantee tell you catch national television mama e kwan party page for my kwan yen hyehyɛ cars yen mon krofo yen kunkum krofo yen hyehyɛ schools yen hyehyɛ market number man we see any abre like joke ECG transformers were bent down markets prior to 2016 election every week be an market Yes, she market almost every market in Ghana, Tituni Accra. Every week market we are she. Ye kodumno the following week now ejadem. MPP winning 2016 election by 2017. Yanti market biya say she biunta. Se market be shia e shia wia na omo dia dance say e electrical and the diaba. But MPP in opposition edwadifo be kwa kwedi omudwa apon amia crossing ye tutu edwanum am edwadifo nyina akofie ahomacho meko ne ejana she. This is MPP. And to omo gina ho e ma sabotage. Idea de beya ya de betu because without sabotaging the government, without propaganda, without lies and deceit, there's no way MPP can win election in this country. Now MPP, they have no idea the kind of damage social media are causing, and I say causing to MPP tradition and their principles and ideology, because MPP survives on lies and deceit, and by the help of social media, and they are difficult to lie. Udi trono wahaya no be a fast technology beto. And MPP is becoming more unpopular. Global Info Analytics. Omo kokwe sabi nansi ya. MPP for se Ghana for omo members na anto abentina ba omianya 38%. Global Info Analytics akwa koye po. Ebusa omo manto aba ne se. Senka wo to aba se ne na yamo akwanya se to aba nka wana beto aba no. 66% senka ometo aba Mahama. NDC 24% to MPP. So what it means in say, sa nipa no MPP for say members come and to ban. So when you kwenya to ban they would have voted against MPP. Nke ba o 38% nka 24% and obenya. You have this abysmal records. Won't na say NCC ofie. Ba o mi awakọ election wo ka tire MPP for say the northern region vote in the ordinary nyina ba. O ko wie ya 5 regions uni 1 parliamentary seat crowd. Common thank you to is what I call in America. I could forward one if you answer would be a could forward it to me organize 2008 election Lucio Timiko thank you to successful 2012 Lucio Timiko thank you to successful but me a common thank you to went to me. Thank you to any kind. Thank you to any work members is a kind. And you still believe there are alternatives. Have you ever heard them people talking about say they are alternatives? And I not don't pray a woody press conference. Say a kunkum a koso a Ghana. Na yes yes. But IGP or tesono. You know. Sa I drive a new mokocheno didn't ko jojo mukuku. When the suspect has been arrested, immigration officer, yeah, also according to the suspect, original trial, most of these murders, the prime suspect has been arrested. A bit custody of mobile man remote me across. What about the murders I happen at the MPP, including Ahmed Swale? For how many years now? One woman. As a country, na what ya papa no be dream bonny.
Oh, of course. So bonny dey cause obi timu ntimi.
Esu ye dania obi beku obi.
Wontimi nsia no.
Nemmum se bonny ne ba kwa be fa so obesia no. That is the most important thing. Yonu. Senye yohu na ga na nya no. Ene ye IGP otwa mu ono ankasa de otena se kura. Otimi organa chale mu nko yi bi mfrim. Ni yi nkrofo frim a. Nka we be where we are today. And the MPP, they can talk. But so when nim yade abo mo a ka by this time nana komashi dudu anopa ewia enwumre omunumbi spiritual cleansing, they need it. But me say spare na MPP for no ankasa alanchemante mo cast on MPP no. Omo yen say MPP will never know what is wrong with them. And so long as you don't know what is wrong with you, there's no way you can provide solution to it. And they will never know their problems. And they will continue to be led by this empty-headed general secretary, the national organizer, all of them. MPP national. Wow! MPP penny.
Thank you, Live and 100.5 Citizen Show. Okay, some few comments here. Sokpoli says, Same, they still have some good friends in the NDC. So don't worry your head. Diana Baka says you are right, Same. Ablodepe says don't forget the infamous leaked video of Atacha in 2008 that they should import dead bodies from Togo and deposit them on the streets of Volta region. Okay, so Ibrahim Abdul Karim says the MPP can do anything for power. Ibrahim Abdul says they were the ones who are killing the woman. Who killed the woman during the Rawlings presidency? Okay, so Lamle or Dati Lamse says the reason why JJ got angry with Professor Mills in reference to Same's analysis. Buzet Kwesi is here on our page. Okay, so now Lamle says, the people be killers. So I would do for Pani and Nom Tesano. All right, so we have other. Mensa Agbedu says, what is NDC doing about the NLA? Or they want NLA to be destroyed before they talk. Paul Ahmed, this is MPP never again, and this is the future for Ghanaians. Okay, so Ansah Bobie says, God bless you on top. Let me come back to the studio. Aura Listowel are joining here in the studio, Executive Director for GAG, and we have Haruna Mohammed, who is the Executive Director for Mass Action. Listowel Akwaba. Haruna Akwaba.
Yeah.
Good. Good. But straight, Listowel. So, me seriously, I couldn't talk about the galamsey much because say me tie MPP or more catch say galamsey. Na the JFK cam rare ho ye say wo mo ba ban mu a wo mo be ko to galamsey na say crack. Na say the ekoso yi no eyo mo ya wo mo da wo na ama o say areho aka akufu adone kwawusinom ene MPP areho pass so akoma mu ma esu di omusu bi ti omunya emre pana se Ghana for domba omu be ko etu ase ama ye hu garam say wo kana bio. But on a more serious note, another issue, a street conversation that the MPP is doing anything to sabotage the NDC gains, especially with the kind of guns blazing on the street. Some of the people believe say enyekwa, but a conversation we need to have. And I said, be and tron and crofo diagu MPP force kweke. Pacho enko.
Kora mame fa kunye sun chete fo ne ahwefo. Amin chia menuanom same honto na ene Haruna.
Mr. Ansah na bekoro mebusa asem wo kan na bibia abamiti. Obi bebusa asem we o say ladies and gentlemen no.
Yeah.
Why ena ekira ase ko anuanom ni adofo.
Anuanom ni adofo.
Also why na yes ade do. Ladies and gentlemen anuanom ni adofo.
Be ochia mi akoto. So far in Ghana the language star benyina no. Ono na ya document.
Anuanom ni adofo.
Na
yonko e.
Eso de minim se anuanom ni adofo ni atamfo na eti.
Yonko.
Mame mo bia ha. Kwara de di kan aye wo se nyina ehye ne nso ene se nokura ne kan ya papa na ewiase omo a omudi nokura ma omo ho no ewie omo yie omo bre omo tempenten kwa nanso ebe wiase no na esanse nokura di nkunim abrebia no na nokura di nkunim kontompo ya ade ne ho hapa ne ho ha so oye bibia odi abasahare so nanso okoduru nanso oninkunim oduru agye so otwen se nokure beba be confirm se wadi nkunim nokure ba ne wayi ne ho na afei nokorɛ adi nkonim nti abere biara no ɛyɛ na mekai Amayoko MPP because from day one I have been part and mehwɛ baabi ɔmo nam sesi ɛyɛ a ɛyɛ adeɛ baako pɛ ɛna I destroy party no ama egusua sink it down and until they realize that adeɛ wei ɛna ɛsɛ yɛn no kwabena sɛ ne ntɔ kan yɛn no ɔmo ntimi nya adeɛ na no aduro ɛsɛ sɛ mpanifo ɛwɔ ɛyɛ abrɔfo bemu kan sɛ a problem known is a problem half solved. Now until you are able to identify that this is the problem with me, how do you solve it? I'll give them a free consultation. Not because I love MPP, no. I really hate it. It's a criminal group of persons. I hate it. But just for the sake of national interest, Sebi, and then Omaimu, Yachi, Akronfo, Yachi, Awudifo, Yachi, Amamboyfo, Krana. I am running new moody. I cannot by myself act until the law provides or prescribes any action. Enti, memo mo futu. Adia ADMPP nya eye kontompo. Kontompo. Na enti mi nye ye da. Kopim se ombeka nokre. Na kwabra nokre no so so ya adia abo mo se de adwonso abo akokɔ. Enti ebe ye den se nipa wodi kontompo anamon etu bata. Wobɛtene no anam ama sabi wabɛde ne ho afiri kontompo ho sanse wodi adi nanim na kontompo no wɔyɛ ade a wode ne ɛhyɛ wo brase a wode ne bɛkɔ awieyɛ disa wo saa bɛdi kontompo ne ho kontompo na ɛyɛ nokorɛ ansana watimi ɛde asaw
ade wo ho
wote aseɛ because wodi ntro ne na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔbɛsesa wano ɛka nokora a nokora no a wobɛka no tu kontompo no ɛyɛ kontompo this a wodi kontompo ɛna asade ɛsan ho ɛti wobɛdi kontompo saa kwa wieyɛ kane no na ɛnte saa ɛwɔm sɛ baako mmienu bi wɔ hɔ a na nkɔye ɛyɛ nipa su ɛwɔ bata ho ba sɛ sɛ na ɔmo agye ato mu sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde kontompo bɔ bra no Kara ombebre papa. Isan say, oh, kodua kasa wi a eya ono aposu oni page a koni page won ekohwe
enye easy eya na reho
na no me kwa kai baako obi si nani potwe se patuo a ya bo ne tie na msi we dey tie we dey
adia nkola no dey ye
o eti se ye ka se obi agimi a kwabna enye de ne ye ka o se wokɔ wa page wa post bibi na wokɔ share comments amanfo ma na sa wo ye badwen ba na se wo repeat de wo ye ne nra no na e se wo ye kwasea because Albert Einstein can say doing one thing over and over again and expecting a different results is insanity. A dumbo. In one instance, or say it's lunacy. In one instance, or say insanity. In one instance, or say it's tomfoolery. That's a what Jimmy. Because sanka unim he kura no Ghana fuadia omo ye no nano memenda etwa mu a eye December 7 no. Ka wo de sabi ehu bibi ebetu hofo e de abobra se enene na nsam ye bibi ye tia me nra mesam femu aba da sa tia me ne eti sabi ntu nim ade a wo ye ya 2020 wa ba ye koto ye wuwie mu pokransa na wo kura wo sa de ko ye ko Supreme Court eni ye bo aka se Akufo-Addo ye president no he could not tell how many ballots Akufo-Addo had done it till date. And your mind way na Jamanika nyahwe. Na baba and your man PPA nyina ye ni da ho bone a omo di oman no di omo party ma di omo aho na ni nyina ye because NDC is its own enemy. NDC on my way say ene on my way NDC sanye ya NDC ena ama MPP for omo abrabo say omo se omo kutupa. Now it began with Professor Mills. Time of Professor Mills, those are things that people like the public not to discuss at all. They always want to hail him a saint. But Professor Mills can who be on my way? I tan said the NTA. All because of friendship. Oh, Madame Fone Osafuma for Kronfo Wakoton Ghana books not for sale. He saw no prosecution on the opasumdie. Obi opasumdie bia on pe a friend say I can train bia no oyemaboyeni. So even though sometimes I celebrate Mills with all the sincerest of my heart, I still have him to blame for the impunity that MPP used in making sure said they will rip us off and even make us that useless a country that we have been. No, ni nyina Professor Mills. And South Sudan bi and Ura Mahama so wafa M1 da. Ebe guna ni mu ase. Ebe ma on my way Ghana for bedu 2 years after say we jeja MPP form omne nam ho a omo dia kaka bensem ne to trust am din nam proma no ebe du baby no bo hu Arsenal se be ko dom ama so se wa anya de tene a wo bo hu de Ghana for de be ye no eye suban a enye suban papa ye mfa ntena mamu eye amaboyefo suban obi a be ka tell say jamani nka bia ye suban papa bia wo ye maboyeni ohina otutuntuma emu afuo emu kankan e de kopa chelma obi say ada na nipa we wate ni bia wo ye maboyeni. And that is what is happening. Look, MPP is growing impunity even in opposition because they think they have friends and family members and useless ones in the NDC. And that is why they don't fear anything. Now, you say, Mumai. And until people walk the streets boldly like Cambodians because they have no recourse to whatever. They don't care. They don't care. And Adia, a big NDC anymore. No. What are the substantives? Galamsey. Need I tell any story about what made our water bodies and forests what it is today? Need I say anything? This is evidential to I don't need to recount. Wait. Obianim. One name. And then, John Mama bang edition anymore, or boy, I mean, Dean, or boy, bangadin, mewa. Now, oh, Bano, one and a woman, and a banga, and I say, Yami call. What's a woman? What's you want to me? On any Sebakum, you know, Majano. On any Sebakum, you know, Majano. What would you have and you in Semu? I have you any Nansen him, Ababa Bobie and him. Yes, it is right to be very fair to all manner of persons. But you won't even tell Oba. Now, on Casa Bontin, soon need your uncle. What brother, no, I have bonnet Oba. Are you ready? Moo? Yes, I be him. And I'll say it any day, any time. Sir, what about no be a bonnet dada? And no bonnet in the bonnet, the end yet here. I'm not catching me. Now, I'm quite a bonnet. Now, me who's and run, I'm here to any end to me. Na ene de me ye bone a ye nche me enti sa nyoma na omo ye no eno na ma MPP ni bi ti ba bi o ka se me nkofo ikura wo ye bone a ye nche no because MPP fo a ye betimi adi ensa te no omo so o ma say forest kwabna ebi ni abanga ni yamin Saudi e fanisa abanga ni yamin o ma say forest ye ba mu boso me say ensu mu ni me boa ana kwa nwotwe afin jebo kwabra afin yaba is it 4 not than 3
you are so close
and after 2 no aka 2 no so you dey campaign very so bit was say aka 3 years only back on ne clock ni year because emra ne kwa na eko. So I think say the NDC is becoming an albatross around its own neck, and it's not helping it. Me can't so be a bonia mentiano. Who is Yamin? Who is Abanga? Our bonia was in Tiano. But you cannot tell me Sabanga ya boni me kotiano. Wabra who to me na wodi kwasasem. One who say at the committee say, omo ano MPP mu. One who say at your friend will be say, o mesen kwa akwa uzi asemu. Committee ni way. Committee na we kwa uzi asem ni mu way. So if President Mahama jumps the gun and becomes like a father who only knows how to correct his son, but not other people's sons, then he's becoming a very useless father. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Because they take an afford to Abama titru no. It was not because of Abanga and Ansah Yami na okwa kwacheno. And akwa hwani nsemu. So ma yeso mo nya hwehwe ni mu. De aye papa ni se. Me ba ya na kwa usi yeso wo koton excavator. Perfect pop what committee report. Me boa. Eti wo besene ko hwe se bu bo wa. Na ye fa free baby na ko hwe baby.
I'm just reminding you. Also on the age.
Eti age no. Se sa na tie dia fa Yami ni eyin so koma no. Eti ma age inform nko yoku. Eye hwehwe animu. Nyansa nim, and it's a fact. Enye kusi abasa ma winti na me kofre kuntunu wo fa. Nyansa nim. NDC. It got to a point ahun. Ye mu binu ni ati studio ha ye ti ba bi fofra ye kasa bibrebe ni nyina no. Enya se bia NDC na omo hwe ye fe o. Musuba bia mu da na di mre bia atwamu na ye yakono. Sa memu tantan ye kufu ado obu yi mu ni mbu chen no. Mo ba ye mo prove. But enya yi mu da bi. Ukoti MPP ni a asa MPP for ye ni party NDC ni. Ena ya na me ya. Enu ti na omumu no. Omumu Omo MPP ni o fa mo nya sebi ebimpo. Amna manu an to sumu na so. Omo because wo no bu ne ten wo nipa. Yami party organizer. Ade na bi wonye wo kroma. Na bi na nam ha wono kwa no otoge. Jimmy force away Jimmy sakwasi away wono one Yami. Why na nanim wani monyam. Ono de where Jan one in Nambo. Oka can normally political witch hunting. Why the catch us a political witch hunting and yadi papa? And I was no kind of just with it's negative. Don't you see anything positive with anything negative? Everything in this life we live. Yeah, one ne papa and the bonnie. Ubusa obia say, Kwabra, and the busa question say, our ya the papa Obeka saying. Wo, Kwabra. Ubusa wo, Kwabra Bobi Ansah. Se Nana Poku awoti ha ibusa say aware ya de papa wo be kasen
se Bobie o te microphone achi na se Bobie o so aye photocopy
Bobie the photocopy the presenter both
Bobie
Bobie the human being
Bobie photocopy presenter the wa madwuma committee
Bakwabra say you buy a photocopy machine as a boy yakosro kakra you know so one
service machines no
you know so no menu me kototo na
okay any pass so kwabra you bia wo ye sabi badwene ba bia nim say ye woni pa bi no ho abuso mo say aware ya de papa on beka say an e ya de papa san say aware aboa wo mo ye wo bi no so wo betimi aka sisu dua say aware nya de papa san say aware ase wo mabrabo etiade bia ye no esanye ana de enya bia so esaye kwabna why na ye etuo ye fa ni awu edi enti no ye etuo mo nipa bebre so ho ban enti se word bi na ye say word na nye word papa Google word no na research about it. Everything political witch hunting is a very good thing. It's a good tool to use against political witches. Every political witch is a demonic personality against the state. So if you witch hunting, you are right to witch hunt thieves, criminals. Nancy Records. No more, yeah, nobody want number that. Hey, they are politically which anti us. And I will say, and I political which and I will say, no more down. No more, Diano, no Sabio. Oh, correct, no. Now, on no wabano, name run, a moon say. I think, say, John Mahama, and I mean, many son. He should correct his wrongs. It is wrong to bring some people to book. Sabina Professor Mills the year no. You can't say Professor Mills say you are in same. Okay. Say you are President Mahama and same. Meanwhile, wo ba bemu Bawumia where we are baako. Jack, where are you? 2.5 million. John Mahama, are you investigating it?
That propaganda was false.
Yes, it may be.
But Messi investigating Mahama. Okay, who were the committee members? Terms of reference at the moment. Report on the buyer on presenting it. And the womb, they cannot tell.
So
it was a lie.
With your prowess in communication or communication skills. What sells?
Lies.
Between bad news and good news, what sells?
It's about lies, Rebecca says, but
no facts.
For your credibility sake, you don't trade on lies.
How was NDC able to defend this?
But the MPP doesn't care. So that time,
how was NDC able to defend this?
So that time, this is what happened. So that time,
even in politics. Deep politics. Before you win politics, you need to master propaganda. It's acceptable.
So that time, this is what happened.
Yes.
That time, this is what happened. I was with Haruna Mahama. So some of the issues we know. That time, the issue...
Mahama Yariga.
No.
Haruna Mahama.
Haruna Mahama. MPP Haruna Mahama. On the press conference on the embryo.
Yeah, in Kligi, yes.
Satan no MPP. Satan he was a permanent panel member on Ekosise.
Yeah.
They organized that press conference. Say there is an issue about Ghana purchasing Brazilian EB. Now, what they have heard is that President Mills order say omo investigate the vice president. Indeed, that time some of us were looking forward that the government will rebut what you say.
That allegation.
Yes, and ekoye say o jai omo jai Haruna no omo nkeka de omo pe. So when they started using it as a campaign tool, the NDC supporters on the street couldn't defend it because the next question is, are they in abide President Mills and Kashi? That's all. That's the whole issue.
So you see how
let's move on.
So Kwara, what I want to mean is that perception plays more than 80% of any decision, whether choices or whatever, in politics. And you know, the mere fact say no crowd say yanko won kofo mienu nsemu wabra wonim say before omono na kofo bebre akwawuzi akwai bisiu magonta Charles
bisiu
Andy why biem nipa bebre be
kronfo ware onuaba
edoku ya
kronfo ware onuaba
obiso asem ya no
papa ni Oko you na. Mimi abe so nya papa. Entinya hwe. Enti no kwabra, I want to mean say whatever we are doing today is a political CV we are writing. What you say? My advice to the NDC ni say don't let anyone get away with murder. Anyone, not even Bawumia, because you think say me kwa chi Bawumia sisi ya you John Mahama ever no man for anko unia ko di airbus anim wo ye marketer like I'm a marketer me dey na didi kwabra am I not surviving on commission na me dey adwuma ba
and in fact lobbyist
yeah me a lobbyist.
Yes,
every marketer is a lobbyist. Yes. That's what we do for a living.
Yes,
marketers take commission. We see wakwa $5 million. Adeya ni nua no ye vice president nti ana o ye president nti adwuma no a wo no ni nua ne ti abrochire ne ye no Wakwakoji huwa demodie 5 million of all the accusations that were leveled against John Mahama and his person. Let's muddy his cloth, muddy his face, muddy his personality and all that. No, the only thing they came up with, said they will make sure they prosecute him over was Airbus. Is that also
government official one?
Now, enumpo yaduko jina emrenim. Obi a ono Jack, where are you? No, ewo hodada. Ewo hodada o. Wonu etimi asa fa kweti kwan so abeto amagana for $2.5 million. On na mo free. Obi a wo president de bia no, because of the criminality, including Brian Echampong. On in Namho, Brian Tampon in Namho, Pasiawe, Ninamho, also a president Teddy, because Unaka Ghana, the owner cast up a president Teddy, it's an immunity in its form and shape. So that Yebetina, hey, MPP for flag bearer hopeful, and Omakwachino. So criminals are finding themselves in arenas that do not belong to them. Criminals, Canada Pong, and the Canada Pong is proud. Say, or person will appear on Timmy Akase or your flag bearer hopeful. Crawford Jimmy Fossey. Jimmy Fossey. The Tissabisabuko America. How would you find such a person even vying for what's mine position? So I think that the NDC has a lot of remedy to undertake. Because if you tell me that you are going to reset, then we have some tomfooleries around. Criminals, why would you want to sit down and watch even Brian to even advertise himself for any presidential bid when he has a criminal your friend is saying questions to answer? Why did they go for the choir was so west or go on? Why did the boys no choir was so was it not the same person who averred that it was him that sent the boys there? Was it not a criminal deed? What is this government doing about it? So I think that much as we discuss the MPP and make them feel, oh, it is the NDC that is saying Omukutupa. And as long as NDC sits and watch them fool, it's their own cup of tea. We had a nation to save. We rescued it. We are independent now. But to watch them move about in their numbers and fool about and all the manner of things they are doing, you know. Oh, where Quadrabe democracy, no, and Conforni Nibium. Me, I want to be sure. Because you may want to move game. She said, what can this in India? Not penny for phone. Oh, hey, say. Sounds on MP before. And now come one. Open maybe for phone. Hey, say. I saw that tell you move game. It's somebody on my new game. Dear, I better do baby no me. Me ni obi ani. Me who say MPP ni NDC no. We same. Because I will power what in your banners are criminals. What in your quackoti will be our no amia kumfi. What's already $2 million. Will be the $263 million. Ewo Coco board. Randy na kasa beka ho asem. Bepem na nipa ni nam Ghana ha. Or nam Cronim streets ni. Was a $100 million contract every Coco board. Joe Forson. And 2 million beka tell me say, oh yeah, resetter. I don't understand the reset. How can you be doing reset area bias? I'm here confia kokra we watching no. Now branch any nam ho because Omo BBD. Omo BBD. And to me, I don't see the NDC is rather its own enemy. Until say NDC be set up. Now we're correcting the wrongs. No one who said there be say where you born here, you born sumwa, you also you born here, you money sum. And you say where you are born until the hair. Next time me be. Now where you are born here to say they could watch a can him be a tremono. Who bobi sumwa were the same offense while she will be a saboni sum on the same offense. But so pray where you now go and see no more. Now will be the urbanist or boni sum there. That is how we are and yes, I democracy. And the NDC should set up and correct all these wrongs because look, Ghanaians will never forgive the NDC if they are not able to get the accountability correct. That is the beginning of the reset. Send a beya, chrono be jai, obi amo chrono biem, obi anya boni biem, but se mu jai omo ne se chrono no, they get away with murder there. Then it will mean say you are also going to be in the same soup. Because you want them to forgive you tomorrow.
All right, that's it.
God forbid, should they attend on duty like John Mahama is doing.
Thank you. I review Blinks is here on our page. We also Mamino Dankofa, Ebenezer Mukhtar, and other testers.
NPP in opposition, I say are very active more than in government. They try so hard to set the pace and to direct the narratives when NDC is in government. But I'm going to say NDC is not picking up from their past mistakes, but rather glorifying their past mistakes. In 2000, before 2000 elections, when NDC was in power and NPP was struggling to come to power. Nipa na omokunkumo voter region, nipa na omokunkumo Bono ni Ashanti region. Enwa bi na ehyasie. And Bobie Maminkai etiefu the leaked information about how to destabilize NDC in government. The attempt by NPP to sabotage NDC government one. Omunshase in Yanshase NDC. Sometimes
which document are you reading?
No, I'm just giving you the alleged idea NPP have planned.
Okay.
Not even now. You see, I don't think
there's something you have observed.
There's something people have observed and actually try to talk about. And Sana NDC. To the extent, say, Chief of Staff, Emma directives say all latest appointments would be terminated. One of the reasons, sir, na omuyesa to say they wanted Omuam Kronfo to lead certain institutions so that they would get key informations. Omotimi edia destabilize and distort forward march of NDC. Which are the illegal recruitment and promotions. Mikra petitions upon petitions to the presidency.
I remember.
People who are not deserved. Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Director of Air Traffic, Director of Services. Omuko interview at public
Public Service Commission.
Omufeli poto. But yet, as we speak, under NDC, they are the head taking key decisions for NDC officials. Key decisions are the Civil Aviation Authority. That is one of their strategy. And your capture, the MPP is accused of conducting last-minute recruitment exercise in all sectors of the economy, issuing appointment letters to approximately 10,000 people and promoting party members to lead institutions and sabotage incoming government. We share after NDC. Planning way to make sure, say, whilst in opposition, they are still in government. NDC didn't see this. Was street no so. Amount 40 to me say, look, we hear you people, but it is important. Yantini any opportunity to discuss on radio, to discuss on television. No, there are some so. Munka MIA. Even as we speak, NPP key members are doing meetings with NDC people as we speak in certain quarters of the civil sector and then the public sector. They meet them and they give them money to keep them.
You don't have fix the problem when you keep their names. We don't mention their names because that this is the problem, and that this is the NDC. You want the NDC government to succeed. Mention their names.
I am telling you, and I have mentioned Omo positions. Yet petitions.
So far, you mentioned what have been before. Previous government officials say been but the DC for now so omo conspirators mention their names.
You see, the time will come, and when the time come, there be sir MPP enim na omu ye, NDC enim na omu ye, and the key individuals who are the omu take decisions in this government are aware of what I am telling you. Simple because say, you know, you say omuton recruitment anamibwa in the past ye bomuchisa, but as we speak, are you aware say it is ongoing? Who are those doing that? There is something ongoing now as we speak in other jurisdictions. Omuton recruitment. Who are those doing that? Any NDC for now, so remember, that's what I'm saying. Say the report will come. I don't want to hasten.
You are still investigating.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to mention. So these are things. These are things. Yes, these are things. A month for Edimayan, day in and day out. But the time will come. Commander, the disruptive nature of NDC, MPP. Was in opposition, it's not today, but also attempting to use the media. You see media, no, and giving out false information, giving out false alarms, and making it look as if say NDC is coming after only NPP4. What do I say? So this is one of their schemes. Use social media, and then the media, the traditional media, to peddle falsehood. And then to give a picture of hopelessness in the system. And NDC is not even taking any revenge in making sure, say, near Omokano and Yanokre. But, Commander, we share the last 6 years, because I take it from 2020 and now 2019 up to date. Various sectors of the economy, we all know Niana Ekoso before NDC came to power. One, the galamsey na yenina eka asam it's not new. The campaigns of the galamsey no krano yenimomo efrititi. Ansah na NDC about what would inform you, say, what would you do to set people out? No committee crime against humanity. The law is clear about what you should do.
It's very clear.
It's clear.
No ambiguity.
There's no ambiguity about it.
I want no problem, no.
So what a power Sia you can say, and me know senior Listowel Nana as we speak. No amount of words as we speak today can change the narratives, because NDC is in power and they are doing nothing about it. The law, the 1992 Constitution.
The first step is that the presidency or the Attorney General. So
I am guided by the fact, say, before 2008, now what Tarzan. LED as Ghana at 50. I am telling you, Ghana at 50 campaign, corruption campaign, one NDC, 50% of the vote. Yeah. The campaign, corruption campaign, NDC 2008, the corruption campaign of Ghana at 50. And yes, and we need elections, NDC. But NDC buy no, catch them nipa bakwa ye prosecute. Nature said about corruption of Tarzan money propaganda. So there's no sense in chanting his corruption. There's no incentives. Now, galamsey and its entirety and how affected the economy, identity, the image of Mother Ghana no crown. You have no idea. But Sisiano, people were waiting for their turn to say, Mesumeko ho. Ne ashedi abesi. And so there's no clear directions. There's no clear. Ne wo Operation Galamsey, Operation Vanguard, Operation Calm Life. None of them are called retirement. Ni ano mu use call galamsey site no. Omo site no nyina His Excellency John Dramani Mahama campaigned. Say oba omo hide behind the cameras, omo hide behind the excavators, omo hide behind the champagne no nyina no omo disa those vulnerables because of the crime against humanity no nyina omo da so ho. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama campaign say oba obeyi omo, then we fish the real champions. Omo 6-7 months we are still talking about the same matter. Politicians do forget say the electorate ya war moda obi musu koda they die, but the history is there to guide us how you campaigned and how you executed your campaign promises. 100%. And that's what the whole feature. So nobody Listowel senior or minuno. We will keep chanting Krofoi till we get the Krofono. But what can we gain? What do we stand to benefit? You championed the good cause, and then after all this, there's nothing to write home about. Sure? The Constitution is clear that, or the Constitution has given the president an absolute powers. The Constitution and the Ghanaians will say the winners take all is not good for the country. The reason why a lot of people will say winners take all is not good is because of the political witch hunt. Anamibwa. Abu Gapeli, no ya. Asibidwahi.
They are now NDC members.
They are NDC members. Munka chame nipa bakwa NPP execute here as their own. Munka. Can you mention that person? And can you quantify the crime against humanity under Akufo-Addo? He himself, under Akufo-Addo, Ghana was a crime scene. And as we speak today, we are still fighting to come out from that scene as Ghanaians. So what at all are we talking about? More than 2.8 million acres of land belonging to farmers. Rubber, cocoa, cumulatively across the country over 2.8 million acres of land. What have you done? Under Akufo-Addo, what have you done as we speak? What have you done? Now, John Mahama, can you tell me, sir, those days, we said Western region? So, to the extent that what do I say? They campaign. So I bet to say, when you are in opposition, you see clear. When you come to power, you are clouded with darkness. Is it that we don't learn from the mistakes of others and a deliberate attempt to rub my back, let me rub your back when I'm in power? Commander, no wonder the opposition is dictating the space for NDC. Because I am surprised, disgusting. Your own organizer, Yamin, say, onu ye galamsey inti, ye be using to set example. For who? Who set example among when? Look, there's no day NDC can please NPP. Ye chido Mahama kuratuma, NPP will never be pleased. There's no day you can please NDC. No way. NPP, there's no day. What I say? There's no way you can please NPP. What I say? In the history of Ghana's making, in our political history, no minister in charge of lands and natural resources and documented evidence of Omusaya. Yes, there's nobody in the political history. But Frimpong Boatin, Edoho, what has he done? At the end of Kurano, Yapamino. Anamibwa, Yapamino. He's there. He was home.
He was sacked.
He was sacked for exposing his own. Nana Akufo-Addo say, hey, media, my buying there, won't miss out. Menunko, Kofi. The document is there. What is Mahama saying? Yes, the Attorney General. The Echo see the. So, if we have a clear vision, if you are talking about resetting, a woman say charity begins at home. But don't forget that once you whip yourself, the pain will not be felt by Listowel. If you whip yourself, the pain, there's no way if I hit myself and I will be expecting a Listowel to feel say I've hit myself. So it is only me who will feel it. So nothing can please Listowel.
You can't tickle yourself for another person to laugh.
That's not, you can't do that
yourself.
Yes. What did I say? So the point that if for any reason that the micro minority would use parliament to send a signal, say near abain papa yewomi cannot make things happen within 6 months, then of course, maybe you walk out of parliament when they were presenting the budget. After presenting the budget, you are back to debate the budget. It doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Oh, so nema bebre ekoso in Ghana. And Commander, let me Mamin Card Etifu say this is the only government that the citizens will have their rights and exercise it without fear or favor. It is only in NDC era that you can have the citizens speak their mind. It is only NDC era that ubenye senior citizens omo call sabbatical leave for 4 years. Abain Sisa, which is NDC. No, who on air, who on televisions and all that to espouse their dismay or displeasure. At any time, NDC is in power. Is NDC members second citizens of this country? Or I don't get it. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, yes, some part of the economy is being handled the way Ghanaians want, but another the promises that you made to good people of this country, Duduona in the area of corruption. Nothing is happening. If you ask me, there's nothing that is happening about corruption and how corruption related matter. Yet me, Ebeka say, okay, this is what has happened. Look, if say a confo eba ofie, ebe fa wofo, ana ya kan say, uja pade na wo hunu a, ubeji phone no na ka chesa kofi.
Debi.
No way. Ubeji phone no na ka chesa china bi.
Yes. Fa brother kofi say.
Oh, China emba habi wati the phone no kon of you. That's what John Mahama administration is doing to NPP. Look, the floating voter of this country, 90% of them are willing to see vendetta. 90% of them. They want to see that action is taken.
99 or 90?
Yes, 99% would want to see that Mahama is indeed walking the talk. Mahama is jailing Yasika. Mahama is jailing the people who made the $17, who made the $20. But today, you won't say tomorrow, you cheat Wuntumia, na dina kotum, na demonstrations, you cheap buffer stock. But
that's a process.
Yes, no, it's a process. The will of justice grounds slowly. But if you want it speed, why? Say it omaiha. Yachi question. Yes, create a special court for he alone. And there ochinachi from morning to evening or court. Expedited case. Special court for onunkwa. Why? John Mahama they want me. The law is limited to John Mahama to Akufo-Addo. But if it is John Mahama, then he has no right. If you look at the entirety of the constitution, Mahama has it all. The winner takes all is Mahama. Once the Mahama decides, say, Listowel, you will not sleep. Look, come on. And that's one thing. I love MPP for one thing. Me, I won't lie to you. I love MPP, and that's why I am a Trump fan. So see window fear, and nothing will happen. We are in this country. pandemic we are seeing now say a declare say we are in a state of what pandemic but enukra no June Mensa say young sell line ekoye renew register what happened June Mensa o may say lie ekoye new register for his own interest 2020 enukra no say wuye o dudu na wuye but what happened nothing happened. So if John Mahama want to be father for all, he should tell us. Then we know what to do. Meanwhile, Listowel, Eka say, whatever would happen, the mother Ghana is first. But we are not we did not chant for Mahama to come to give us story that say your friends say Machiao. And I'm so and I say wakai. Evans Atames will say Machiao, Anope Machiao. Oh, wait. So okay. Your friend say Liman. Yakacha said the red man, the yellow popo is coming. Or see young for Masa Yamfino. Walk on the baby. So John Mahama, the history is there to guide you. Let's tackle the galamsey head on, but devoid of your people. Bring them, investigate them. Don't let the police come and take them, go and embarrass them, and you come and Abuga Pele call jail. We na be you know. Nana Akufo-Addo na man of pardon. Why? Omuwo apan krano. We know what they did. So the NPP has set the tone since opposition, starting from recruiting their own over 10,000 people, promoting the head. You even want to talk to people in authority to let them understand, say, but they won't listen to you. And I'm telling you that the next time I come here, I will mention some people's names.
No, you see,
I'll mention the names.
No, you see, you are not even
Why
under
not now?
I'm telling you,
are not even under any obligation. But let me tell you, could you believe, say, a place like Jampo office, or whatever, say?
Yeah, Shippers Authority.
Time on cleaning system, no. The guy Jampo used to clean the system, not knowing was an MPP guy.
Imagine.
In this form, you or more no. It be documents be dimi I contact Mustafa Bandi. Many NDC from Penfu be share.
Oh. Hey yo.
I did see you know. So
hey yo.
You see, and your money you and
the CEO.
You are
the Director General of Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
In fact,
MPP Kimpin all contribute.
In fact, me and my friend Jampo.
The deputy. Come on.
What is that? For 1 month, one picking me call that.
Onimo.
So I sent a message to Martin Pegu that look, this is what is happening, and fortunately or unfortunately, those people know me. It's not like no.
This is how the conversation has to be.
We know them.
Now we know the Shippers Authority. This is what is going on.
We know them.
You call Forestry Commissioner.
Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
What can I do? Because some of them are Ninya Juma or more. So
what is that?
What do I say? Me friend Jampo friend no friends look. These
Jampo is another greedy motherfucker.
These guys.
Oh, massa. Why greedy motherfuckers?
These guys are go after them. They are our people.
I was self-made.
And one me catch one guy to approach him. Also I catch and say NDC in what.
Yes. So okay.
You understand? Meanwhile, these people, near break, but you senior boy.
Masa, this dude will sit on television and say he was self-made before the appointment. When you now what you saying?
Anyway,
but there is even worse.
It's
all because
it's some way.
Masa, we have elections to go.
Also, you're professional.
And no wonder say, but no wonder say MPP for say we know 2028.
No, but the point.
No, I'm just telling you.
Hold on. The MPP make just lose.
Well, that's it. But they know what they have.
Political party, so they will talk.
You
know, another thing. But I have just 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Your friend say, I don't issues about black market. I'm not for complaining that Gao for no, the MPP people are pushing dollars to them. You go to some banks and they tell you, in this or allegations. But bank back open matters from in Prudential Bank that there are some of the Prudential banks you go there the managers will direct you that go to black market. I don't know whether just 1 minute.
Prudential Bank, the foundation MPP, the foundation Yakufo, Prudential Bank.
Okay. So probably the person
Prudential Bank, they were giving loans to MPP in opposition. And to when MPP buy or mu collapse banks are no more books enyano. They spared Prudential Bank. And the Prudential Bank, yes, you man, I mean, you need to change if you are free. Or yet, the crown weduma. But Nana, just 2 minutes, you know. Mestre say, despite say, we are all hoping, say, the fight against galamsey will be more massive than you. Let's not be swayed by the MPP propaganda. Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofibua, a minister. Or by somewhere February, March, were making arrests more than the MPP in 8 years. Prosecution are more than what the MPP a year in 8 years. Excavators are arresting over 450. Yeah, GIG gold, edgy guns in at the count.
Forest, I was redeeming.
Forest, I was redeeming. Forest over 9.
You see, hold on. My time, but you see. There are certain things, to be honest with you, and I'll tell you with all as to how you want to handle it. Look, when you come and tell me, as we sit here, they can't even mention that this forest has been recovered.
Nana, you see, this
which
issue,
one? Mention you.
When the
you,
minister, you see, mention. Very simple. Mention. Me forest and say me maintain on my income trim. By something you can access. Me tia matraya the network ninye. Minister and everybody on boarding forest.
You see. No. Hold on. We all read.
Oh.
Don't claim as if you read and nobody reads. You all read. It's question television. Hold on.
If you want to know the names,
he mentioned that they have recovered this. How many? But in any case, what the people are asking is so simple. Okay. Yes, yeah, Chichinkro. And go for the MB Pitania Chichinkro. Oh, they say, Machi Bichebi. Then that is not the issue. We are fighting a common battle. The common battle is that strike the shepherd, the sheep will run away. There are key guys in the system. Don't come and tell me I did this. Yes, it will be any production team. I say, was I Kwame Kwache, my friend Kwame Kwache Busano. I won't go you are in the Abusa manager said I will be not too consonant. I mean, this is simple.
Nana,
bro, let's move on and leave this matter. Let's move on.
I said this forest. Internet.
Yes, I know. It's so sad the internet is not working. But
and a minister Naba Bonti say all these forests.
Which name can you remember?
Oh, and I make captures. I don't have the name.
Why do you not have the name that you want to mention?
Getting the name, it shouldn't be a problem.
So go and get it.
No.
Charlie, let me move on. Don't worry my head. Adia yenye tu awan kashia me matibio na news channel. What cause and we have been asking Amabua. Why? Amabua is my friend. I know Amabua very well.
He gave me the time.
Which one? Mention one. You mention one.
Wait, my bet na.
Mention you. Mention one.
Data na be useful. My cat say.
Please.
I want ministry one.
Bro.
Let's be objective.
If at the end of the day we are able to fight the galamsey, we will be happy.
Forest reserves.
Who told you we will not be happy?
Gentlemen, how is it difficult for your producer to pull out the names?
What names?
And the minister has come out to say,
what names?
Those forest reserve.
Which one do you remember?
Me doesn't remember that thing you said.
Masa. So let's leave it. Anybody read it? Anybody?
No. By criminal. Did you believe it or not? Did you go there to verify before you?
Who said it?
When the minister came out to make a statement, he said those forest reserves have been taken over by criminals, illegal miners. Did you believe him or not?
8 years. Do I need the minister? No, 8 years. Do I need a minister to come and tell me say our forest is taken over by criminals?
To get the name.
Yes, I want to answer. Where your news? Where or can Dutch?
Even Nano, I heard from the IGP.
Anyway, my time is up.
So all those forest reserves have been retrieved. The IGP
stop that defense. I mean, everybody knows what you are saying is yawa, bro. Charlie, let's move on. More confirm.
Mo demono. Mo chai into mo office no air condition tino. Mobile, some mobile juma 3 pieces. And no I say what 3 pieces now. That's what I'm so. We microphone back I say na radio so bana. Why couldn't I say Kimpaluta I'm so like go through office.
But your office this is
underground there. As I see to pay. So through office never. They just see a phone never.
That galamsey.
I don't know that.
Oh, Charlie.
Minchia and Chetio for production team.
More side near Kosai.
Oh, Yamia Dome.
And we're going to take it to policy, you know.
According to Minister, next month in a launch. Our Ashanti region.
Great.
Yeah, Ashanti region a bell launch.
Why Ashanti region?
On say, ye bano and Kokoya.
I get it.
Offer the Ashanti region that have for the Bono is.
It's true.
That enclave no. And ye ban say crops production.
Yeah.
Upper regions are ye duakese pa northern regions no.
They batte chima.
Enti enko kon ketenkete pilot no. I shall see our northern region.
Okay.
The 5 northern regions no. I shall see our but the launch no according to minister no the ba Ashanti region for this exclusive committee utumfo na me feel obey there my men chat and fan last week Friday jumadi kase bi koso our shaman.
Okay.
Obeka Kwame Nkrumah yen nyantu na ba ngu na or build a irrigation facility our shaman. One thing wasem because
no minimum linked to what we Mahama concern honto. Concern.
I said that.
Oba
concern ya so ma ru concern na dey atitoba.
Say na a cancer project no mo ye no botema no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sa animal husbandry.
Yes.
Na yenwie Kwame Nkrumah yenwie anomdi 2 na bango ye. But project ni do mu wie first phase. Our commission in 1968. No commission ya no more expect say at least about 800 hectares of farmland there a bit to me I supply water. But a year as I said ya Kwame Nkrumah vision ya ne no mama na nwi ntino o ma hu so hwe. And since 1968 besine there has never been any redevelopment or rehabilitation. Last week Friday Honorable Poku the social board for my meno ka say a year rehabilitation program na shasia
so how is it going to benefit us?
Okay. Oko ashama honomo a omo asase yantam eda ho. Indeed there's a dam.
I see.
Yes, there is a dam. A stretch over 2.5 kilometers. Ashaman.
Which side of Ashaman?
Ashaman, omo road nearly to come from Jericho.
Oh, okay.
But who beside Ashaman, who could do Ashaman beside saying fana a dam no and I say a Greek for no wa. Ombetro. Me last Friday was the first time I may enter and now qua eseweni. Sasene da ho me no kase kura no akuafo no bi adua mo omu dua genie ewo ho. Dam no one bit 7 multi-purpose, but as I say, me exploring in because to the biggest maximum capacity in Intino. It's not serving the larger number of farmers here anymore. And to redevelopment we no be beam. Ama asasina da ho nyina o matimi dia yikuya. Na omo ye Korea Development Authority Korea aban. Omo na eboaye. For the past 8 years etwemu MPP government open my almost say be money yinkita wudi almost say no na enye Burkina Faso ni ama etwa ho ahia Korea nyina na ka ho Korea so the accident we ban irrigation a omu da mufo the relationship between Ghana and Korea was severed enti omo yese mo bia omo de bo Ghana mo twa so minister bae oba na report
almost down in friend Lebanon dam
good that was the first time I'm
calling and it's linked to Zenu
yes so kasia pa the minister ba na report ni da ho na minister engage National Development Planning Commission say ayonko fire da ni Korea ntem na say eno mo ba mu the minister throw letter eno dey call apologize on behalf of government and Korea for the jutum Korea for na take initiative here omo develop na nya anko a omo wi a omo call Dowenya so mo kwa koye redevelopment omo wi a omo asase 100 acres omo ba be develop rice a ho na seed emo na ba no ho no mo be breed no omo be grow na afi aton amanga na kuafo no na omadua from there Aveime irrigation is coming back to life the government is going back to Aveime rice production enti eno no ye so omo de ball form no adwuma no ahyase a ekoso wo de no to nche irrigation okọ no de regional afi nko a no eye dams mako 10 anomo redevelop bio mo se betimi a serve akuafo no eye 8 of them eye brand new dams are abani AC our the northern regions.
Yeah, I almost started that way. And I say MPP project almost.
Dabi. Minister Ansah Bobie na sign MOU with the France government. Almost support nya no nko a. Afi no project egu akwa me no kase contract ni become already be ashase about 250 mechanized boreholes for agricultural purposes. And so cost irrigation even Ashanti region nyina e bi ka ho. Until last week na minister dey so call form. Adwuma no ahyase na ekoye no minister hu se okohwe mo akuafo adua je na omadua omo ankasa do ma ho odin no a oka se yem komo mo fertilizer 3000 bags of free fertilizer enti na wie a me no ka se ashama fo na ankasa be free dia dance 3000 bags of fertilizer free e dey akwa koma akuafo no almost endo na be 2 months ago na better ka say me asuena sha say fertilizer enti me dwumadi aye original TV akuafo mo ye lidi mo de fertilizer ne bi ko e bi wo aviation e bi wo trasaco e bi ewo amrehia ene akuafo na frese no bae no aso enti on pese saba back ne de cameras bi twa e maga na fo hu say fertilizers na e de bre omo no omo di dua no mfa so dia abaso ni beautiful ene a Baptist church last week and call on minister omo aja sase about 100 acres omu dua bro say feed Ghana no institutional farming enso so ka ho bi
yes
enti omo aja sase a minister so pledge supporter abane bebo omo madua bro no eno achi kompeso mo bie agriculture and so edit ni nyina eye enhyehyɛ ya ekoso and wo ba ministry for food and agriculture dia adaje ni puso na manka na meboa se minim sese pa na ono abore kupuku we ka holic anka mankodi na chi home na wa hu bibi
yeah
papa no ye adwuma o mre
so ono oni akando nyina wo the same so mom so where they are coming from. So
sometimes minister free office after 10 p.m.
Oh yes. Ansah Bobie will do it. He'll do it. I mean da.
Say obetu kwa could be a international program. Maybe a program near Monday. Most of the time they are more so say Monday on be ma out if you free Ghana Friday until Saturday Sunday. Now they are home on Monday.
Obia send me a message because it will be that's wisdom Kafu Yabodo. I'm a farmer in the Volta region and we only hear these things on radio. Very far from us as farmers in the Volta region.
What district bay?
Which he did not mention anyway.
Because baby honorable Kwame Agboja ni districts. Massive program agric project is ongoing.
The project.
I can say Italian investors. Abeje asase over 100 acre land. Omudua kwedu, omudua ntos, omudua egro ewo honum. Chese enkro be 5. Eno magini nyina me no ka say crowd minister ama Matias say e was so relocate omo honum no. Omagye atumu a very so much as here esi omo dan mo no move omo nyina from there. Adaklu, that's Adaklu area.
Okay. We saw Pando municipal.
And to me say the MP.
Why are the MPs in the cabinet of the project?
On say Feed Ghana no. Your Feed Ghana coordinator. Me no can say minister do and say the be message ni be reach down because Rabana is say on fa fertilizer infancy ubi asafa koma kuafo. And inti na establish farmer cooperatives. Farmer cooperatives na kuafo no commodity cooperatives is a brew for yekuni say a move for yekuni no ma register na assembly no ahwe no magimotum. It is a fertilizer na dey ba esimo straight na eko ni achama kuafo no say bosia ensi wo form na ban person de bu akuafo no a na etumi akọ. As at last week na ya register over 42,000 cooperatives.
I see.
Yes, kesepa no northern region. Offer
cooperatives they be only pa say.
Cooperative in the minimum 15, maximum 40 members.
I see.
And nipa 15 to 40 na ma for me. Na no nche say kuro bia so go back. Jampan sa cry FM ha 40 na ma for me bro. Baby a ye work ya for do omodo abro more than 40 na mo so ma for me. Nti Accra FM 1, Accra FM 2. Because government in the air building data our better see about 42,000 a year cooperatives as at last week Monday registered about 85% of them are into serious Omudia bro.
Okay,
so now the minister can sit at the office no one who Ghana for to do a Adria bro and to say fertilizer and de kwa koma kuafo a yenim se kuafo do say ewa ha
yo party in the invoice nebra 15 minutes why 20 minutes am for discount on toso
but the meton fertilizer government accountability awia wotie enye de ekoso amamum na magana 40 de enkrofo ka oni bi ya adwon ni bi nya ade ena waka
me yende
ayeka ashi invoice no ashi and the ekoso sector na make at last week minister ache motorbikes for agric extension officers 500 motorbikes and no 300 additional motorbikes are for Feed Ghana coordinators said the beya mubetimi ako no maboa amadaru na akoso na kuafo. See, let's give us by the close of this year data na abane air peno abane air build data first time in the history of Ghana. Ye behu akuafo dodo ye behu akuafo a edom omomudo jeni omomudu antos omomudo abrobe NTC seed na bind the common more government in bit my channel to them. No one said this is a season a bit to me akoso feeding no so seed no so no ye be producing in our Ghana has say.
All right.
That's the
good news.